It's almost time to tee it up for this year's Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center Foundation annual golf outing and fundraiser coming your way Friday, July 19th at the Newberry Country Club. Team registration is now open. Cost is $100 per person. Your entry fee in the event includes a cart, boxed lunch, and the opportunity to win great prizes. Proceeds from this year's golf outing will benefit the Health Career Scholarship Program. Registration gets underway the day of the event at 9 a.m. with a 10:30 shotgun start. Special contests will be held throughout the day, including a hole-in-one and putting contest, and so much more. For more information or to sign your team up for this year's golf outing and fundraiser, scan that QR code or visit hnjh.org. It's the Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center Foundation's annual golf outing and fundraiser, Friday, July 19th, 10:30 a.m. at the Newberry Country Club. The Fish and Hunt Shop in Curtis is your award-winning Ski-Doo, Sea-Doo, and Can-Am dealer. From the water to the trails, don't take your next trip without visiting the Fish and Hunt Shop in Curtis. From sales and service to rentals and accessories, the Fish and Hunt Shop in Curtis has everything you need for your next great adventure. The Fish and Hunt Shop on Main Street in Curtis or online at fishandhuntshop.com. It is M123 FM in the Newberry News, welcoming you into our latest edition of Sports Chat. Keeping you up to date with what's happening around the local sports scene. Check in from time to time throughout the school year and the summer because, well, the local sports scene never takes a season off. We're live today down on the D from Coach Puckett's garage. Beautiful day. People are taking advantage of it. They're outside, working in the yard, walking the dog, making trips to the scoop. You're hard at work trying to put together some doors for our youth football shed down here. First things first, how are things going?
Things are going real good, Dan. Thanks for coming down to the D to Coach Puckett's garage. I apologize in advance that you're going to hear a weed eater or a dog bark now and then, but that's life here on the D.
We got swing sets, basketball hoops. We do not discriminate. We are talking today, of course, about the recently formed Newberry Quarterback Club, just getting together to give everybody a little bit of an update on what's happening. Things really taking off quickly with the formation of that new organization. Great to hear from and see the great pride that this alumni base has, and they're coming out, they're sharing their pictures on Facebook, they're making phone calls, they're sending their emails, really coming together, and things already in place or happening to help support our local student athletes, which is always great.
Absolutely. It has been really fun so far, and it gets a little funner every day as I get on the website, the Facebook page, and talk to people. At our last meeting last month, our initial meeting, we had 26 people there. People from all over the place, all over the area came in. Even Davey Carmody came down from Iron Mountain. Everyone in town remembers Davey Carmody as a heck of a player that he was, and he wants to get involved and support the program. So I thought 26 was a pretty good turnout for our first meeting.
That's right. And the big thing coming out of that is we've got our first official set of board of directors. You'll be leading that as the club president, but some great gentlemen stepping up to really help with the formation and the operation of this club.
Yeah, it went real well. We had people step up, and people are always concerned about the time commitment of things. So, but we had a good board elected. Myself as the president, Chuck Payman is the vice president, Joe Smithson as the secretary, Ryan Magnuson is our treasurer, and Darren Hilton is our trustee. And then we have some other committees that we've formed. You and Steve from the Newberry News are handling media for us. Joe's wife, Michelle, and
John Brown is
going to be
running some stuff.
Tony Emmel is heading up our golf fundraiser that we'll have next year, not this year. And 26 people was a pretty good turnout, and I think they're anxious to get involved for next month for sure. We, so far, what is some of the first stuff you have to do to form this kind of organization? One of them is to get someone to go through your bylaws and make sure you're legal on everything. And our friend Chad Peltier, Spanks was a pulling guard for me, played hard. He's fun to watch and play. He's going through and looking at our bylaws for us. He's a local attorney. And then Liz Magnuson, our treasurer's wife, who is involved in Newberry Youth. She's helping us with the nonprofit paperwork, which is a quagmire, but she's waded through it recently, and she's helping us through that. So people stepping up all around in the organization of the actual organization.
One of the first big questions that people reached out with was, hey, I'm not local, but I want to help. And we have already seen shipments coming in and deliveries being made. And Coach Klickner during that meeting just kind of gave a small rundown of what the expenses look like for the program on things that aren't typically covered or have been covered, but maybe aren't is easy to get now with some of the budget things and different things happening. And of course, always try to keep the cost out of the parents and the families so kids can just have the opportunity to play football. For those who have been following the Facebook page, it's the Newberry Football Quarterback Club. You can go there. You can request an invite and we'll get you in the group. You can also send your email and we can invite you through that if you do not have a Facebook, but you can still get kind of the page updates there. But on that Facebook page now is an Amazon wish list, which is basically Coach Klickner's taken the list of various random needs, whether it's tape, whether it's, tough skin, mouthpieces, footballs, different things like that. You can go on there, you can check the list, you can see what's been donated, what's been purchased, what's still needed, and then you can make that order and get it shipped right to Coach Klickner's house. And we've already had a couple of contributions right off the bat.
We have Darren Hilton started it off and brought a case of the heel and ankle lace pads for whenever we tape ankles. A huge friend of the program, Ryan Rivard, has always been there. He has silently given to this program every year to help kids with registration fees, with shoes, with whatever we need. And he stepped up and brought a bunch of stuff that showed up the other day. So we've had a couple of requests of, how can they get there to that page and help? Where do they send it? So alumni is really starting to come out and see where they can help in those little financial places that they can. We're not funding the football program. No. The school completely funds the program. We're there to add those little things that the football program might need to help enhance the experience for the boys. Yeah,
a lot of the stuff on that item list is things like you mentioned heel and lace pads for taping ankles. That's going to keep kids healthier. That's going to keep kids safer. Some of these other items that are on there. We want kids in good quality stuff. We've done an entire inventory of the equipment in the program, really 7 through 12. But like you said, not funding the program, but supporting the program and enhancing the experience so students can have a safe and positive environment.
Absolutely. And the other side of the coin of this organization is to bring people back to talk about football, talk about the good old days and the current days and what might come down the road. So we have some things planned there. Our friend John Brown, as you mentioned, is kind of the tailgate, or I think it's going to probably even be more of a fifth quarter type situation, where after each home game we'll set a place and set it up with a different business or different location around town, and we can meet there after the game and have a few beverages and some food and talk football, and we might rewatch the game. Just a bunch of folks getting together, parents, fans, supporting different businesses or locations each week. So I'm really excited about that, to bring that brotherhood and camaraderie back into football.
That's right, and you're already seeing people sharing their pictures out, or educating people who maybe have left the area, not familiar with 8-man football, but are learning a little bit about it, and kind of this era of Newberry High School football, which has been terrific. And we've been working already hard this summer. The kids are out weightlifting, and you get summer practice sessions now, and our coaching staff's taking full advantage of that. And the kids are starting to see that support, and they're starting to hear that, and they've got people reaching out to them or kind of patting them on the back. We get people that drive by every day still honking the horns when we're out on the practice field, or we've got visitors now at Muscle Beach down at the football field with some of the school construction. The summer weightlifting program has been moved down to the garage and the high jump area there at the facility.
Yeah.
And it just seems like and you had mentioned this to the boys at a recent session, changing the culture. And it seems like there's a breath of fresh air in the program, and more people coming out and showing their support. Really seems like it's building a positive culture and getting kids excited. And we're still 2 months away. We're going to have to be holding the dogs back because they're going to be ready to go come August.
Yeah, I think you're right, Dan. This is a great group of young men. It's going to be a great season. They've worked hard already, dedicating, it's 1.5 to 2 hours on a Monday through Thursday evening. They get a 3-day weekend off, and they've really put the time in. They've taken it to heart. A core group of them between 15 and 19 are showing up, and with our 8-man football numbers, that's pretty good. We still have some other kids that we're trying to pull in and get a taste of it. Coach Fleckner, Coach Mendoza, Coach Smithson, all doing a great job. Coach B, they're all doing a heck of a nice job. I think there are probably 6 or 7 people there at Muscle Beach just watching guys lift last night, just kind of hanging out and talking with the players and talking with coaches. It was really nice, really fun to see.
A couple of things that we are looking for as we move forward on the Quarterback Club. First things first, getting ready to launch our newsletter / digital magazine. And the plan is to have that out in August, just in time for the start of the season, so we can get everybody a schedule, have some player profiles in there so you can know who the kids are representing. I know one thing that you always see is you always have guys calling or ask, and I know this from the broadcast too, who's wearing number so-and-so? Who's got my number?
That's right.
So kind of get to form a little connection with the current group of players. Obviously updates on the club, but really we want to launch that just in time for the season to get everybody excited. That'll be an email distribution. It'll be free, no cost to the membership or the alumni that wants that. Just have to go on Facebook again in the group and drop your email, or they can get a hold of you or I.
Yeah.
And,
so if you don't have a Facebook page, you don't do Facebook. If you want to do one, you don't know how, find a kid, they'll show you how. If you don't do that, that's great. That's not a problem. Just get me your email address, and we can get you set up for the newsletter, and you'll get a lot of information and pictures and stuff that go along with that. You'll see a lot of pictures on the Facebook page, and hopefully we're going to start some more discussions as we go. I know you have an idea for a couple of topics that are going to be coming up that we're going to want to pull people into. And my hope is that they'll start to share those pictures and whatnot. We would absolutely love some guest writers to contribute to the newsletter, and hopefully that'll start a little bit, as we go. And they can start to write a few things. Maybe we'll pose a question each month, and people can just email their little blurbs, and we can choose some of those as to what your favorite football moment was. Talk about your coaches, talk about your teammates, talk about what football meant to you as you came through Newberry High School. And I'm looking forward to continuing to improve that contact with our alumni.
Yep. One other thing that we're trying to compile is a list of the Len St. Jean Award winners. That is the top individual honor that a Newberry football player can receive. Some great, great men have accomplished that highest honor. We're trying to get a full list of those Len St. Jean Award winners to do some special things with them in the club, but also to update the trophy. There's supposed to be a plaque that needs to eventually be replaced and either displayed at the football field or in the school with the past winners on it. And so if we can get that exclusive Len St. Jean Award Club, if you were a winner, or the guys that you played with that took home that great honor, we're looking to hear from those folks as well.
Absolutely, we're trying to build that list, and most guys will know the year they played, who won it, and it's going to be a year less than your graduation.
Yeah.
Because it was that fall of your graduation year, and you can send those by email through to you or to me. My email is igottherope@gmail.com. Easy to remember. I got the rope, all lowercase. You can send them to me. You can post them on our Facebook page. If you can find pictures of their graduation picture, if you're a winner, and maybe a picture of what you're doing, how you look now, we're going to try to build little biographies of these people. And I'm looking forward to that and excited about it.
You can also send those in nbysports@mynewberrynews.com, and Steve and I can get those updated as well as we continue to update there. So a lot of great things going on with the club. I guess the next donation sponsorship opportunity too, we want people to start looking out for, is we are looking for a game ball sponsor. And what the game ball sponsor is you sponsor the game ball for that week. And the kids in the team, they get a brand new game certified football, and then we take one of the older footballs out. You'll get an autographed football from the team. You'll get a team picture. You'll get some other things as well. So you kind of get a little gift package. If you're interested in donating that to that and want to be a game ball sponsor, we've got 4 weeks available. Again, reach out to us. igottherope@gmail.com for the coach. nbysports@mynewberrynews.com is the easiest way to get those to my desk, and we'll be passing out more information on that here coming up following the meeting, which let's talk about. It is going to be meeting week for the quarterback club coming up here in the final few days of June.
Absolutely. The 26th of June, 7 o'clock at the ambulance building again. We'd love to have you show up and be with us. So I'll have an agenda posted on the Facebook page, and we could probably send that out by email just so you know what's coming. And if you have suggestions for the agenda, you can get those to me so you'll kind of know what's being talked about. And a lot of what got done at the last meeting, we were about 45 minutes for our meeting, and we were there for about another hour and a half of people just mingling and talking football with a lot of ideas being exchanged and a lot of good information going around. It was really a lot of fun. I look forward to that again this week. So Wednesday, the 26th, 7 o'clock at the ambulance building. And we have something a little bit unique this time that we're going to try for our alumni, people who can't be at the meeting, through our Facebook page, Dan.
Yes, the Facebook group at the Newberry Quarterback Club. We're going to live stream that meeting on Wednesday night for those out of town or have other conflicts and can't make it. Come down. If you miss anything from the meeting, you can go back. That'll be archived there on the page as well. So if you can't make it, you can still check that out. We'll go live a few minutes before the start of the meeting, just prior to 7 o'clock. And if you are in the group, you will get a notification through your Facebook that we're going live, and that way you get time to get in, get settled, get your computer all set up. But
and that's all courtesy of Steve-O down at the Newberry News, the UFP Sports Network.
Yep, that's
Steve
right.
Stickler, and we thank him in advance.
And that's a big thank you again to Steve. He's the guy that's editing and producing this podcast, and you never see him on the air, but there's not a game or event that gets live streamed in Newberry without that man having to do something, whether it's me bothering him late at night at home in a panic because I can't figure out the right buttons on something, or he's trying to figure out what's going on with the internet in Pickford when he's often home in McMillan. And,
a great supporter of the program. That's happening because of him.
And he's going to donate his time to come in and live stream that meeting on our Facebook page. And just don't forget EUP Sports Network, M123 FM, the Newberry News, because the season's coming up, and that's where you can see live games, exclusive recaps and interviews all season long, and monthly updates as well through the Quarterback Club, not just with the meetings, but chats like this with other members. If there's something big we want to highlight, a new project, we will definitely come to you with that. But
we also hope to maybe try to get some of our youth games on.
That's right.
You won't be coaching youth football, and maybe you and I will be able to put together and hopefully maybe put some of our youth games on.
Which,
could be a lot of fun for relatives of all the young guys that are playing football.
I think that was probably, I know it was a highlight for you, but definitely a highlight for me as well. We've done the live video broadcasts the past couple of seasons, but just awesome with what guys like Steve Stifler are doing. They were kind of ahead of the game with this technology stuff, and one of the big blessings in with COVID is people had to try and find a way for people to see things from a distance. And we get people from different states. We get people from different countries. We've had people as far away, I think, as Germany last year tuning in to games. So that's a great way, and a big thank you. Not just because the man signs my paycheck. He doesn't have to do that, but he does. But the man signs my paycheck and lets me go. And loves getting these games out. He loves going back through and looking at all the comments and the interaction. So it's been a great way for us to touch base and bring it back into the fold. So just remember those three spots if you can. The Newberry News, which if you got an email address, you can get a digital subscription to that if you're still not in the area but want to follow the team. M123 FM and the EUP Sports Network Facebook pages for live streams of games. We'll have a coaches show coming up this fall. Coach Klickner, I think down at Timber Charlie's. That's still in the workout as well. You mentioned our fifth quarter and our pregame festivities. Remember a day we sat out on the track like 2 hours before a game, and we had letters and stories and just great things from all the alumni, and just got to hang out and highlight the program there. And that's going to be another thing. We're going to have a program, the Quarterback Club program at all the football games that we can also distribute via an email address if you have that. And the past couple of years, the Newberry News has produced a end of the season yearbook with articles and photos, and so a big thank you to the crew down there behind the scenes that you don't see. Steve, Lauren, Sterling still doing the history stuff. Anytime I need something from the archives from him, he seems to be able to open up a book or a box and have it at the snap of a finger. So great things happening with your football program here in our community. Invite you to join us Wednesday night, 7 o'clock at the Luce County Ambulance Building for the next meeting of the Quarterback Club, or follow us on Facebook.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right. Great day to be an Indian from the D.
That's right. Steadfast and true.
That's right. It is. I'm 123 FM in the Newberry.